right, to keep the show going, your next comedian just did a non-stop comedy flight on Sunday. Please give it up for Jessica Garvin.
What's up? I'm gonna play the drinking game. How's everybody doing tonight? Woo! And I got a woo woo! I have to follow a fucking puppet. So it's been a while since I've been doing stand-up. It's been about 3 months now, but I was doing it a lot about 8 years ago, and then I met a guy. Thank you. And I got married. And I had 2 kids. And I bought a minivan. And I moved to Valencia. And then I died inside. So it's about my 2-year divorce anniversary. My ring finger actually just went back to normal. It was all like miscolored and dented. Soul. No, actually, you know what's funny is when you hit a 2-year... God, I can't see a fucking thing. These weird, creepy alien heads. What's weird is when you hit your 2-year divorce anniversary, your friends suddenly tell you that it's time to get back out there. And they're like, you gotta get back out there. And I was like, you know what? I've been out there. I didn't want to be out there in the first place. Why would I want to go back? And I realized that the reason, or one of the reasons why I don't want to go back out there is what happened here. Having 2 kids. Like this area grew back together, but these took a beating. And I have one of my mom friends out in Sherman Oaks, and she's that mom that's always in workout clothes, and she has a tan, and she drives an Escalade, and she has 3 boys, and she has like the biggest boobs you've ever seen. And I asked her one day, I said, where'd you get the boobs? And she was like, it's the weirdest thing. After each of my kids, my breasts grew like a cup each child. Isn't that so great? I was like, that is so great. Because the opposite happened for me. I have 2 kids. I had a full B to begin with. You do the math. That leaves me like an A- people. Nipples on ribs. Not great. But now that I'm back into the dating mode, apparently, I decided to go into some false advertising. So I went to the Victoria's Secret to get a bra fitting. And the girl was like, wow, you're petite. I was like, yeah, petite. She goes, we'll find something for you. And she starts going through the drawers. She's like, you know, now that I think about it, I've never really actually seen something so small. Hold on. And she goes over to the wall and she pushes like this weird magic button and this tiny titty drawer comes out. She goes, here, sweetie. Hey, thank you. So I go into the restroom or to the fitting room and I try it on. It's baggy. Fucking thing was baggy. I had like a ½ inch on each tit. It was like cargo pants for my tits. But I was like, I'm gonna make this work. So I took it home. Now I have to carry a purse. My BlackBerry, my keys. Don't need a stroller. Toddler. Snacks. My weed. To ease me back into the dating pool, one of my best friends decided to set me up with one of her best friends. And the night before we were going to go out, we're having dinner, my best friend and I, and she turns to me and she goes, you know, we hooked up like 10 years ago. And I was like, okay, awesome. She goes, just between you and I, one word, huge. I was like, okay, excellent. She goes, well, and I'm thinking, like, I'm a small-boned girl, and I couldn't really take it because I have a tiny vajay. But you know, because you've had kids. And I realized that there's this misperception going around about my vagina. Because I've had 2 kids, it's like it's this some giant gaping abyss. Like when it's windy, it flaps. Like a window shade caught in the breeze. Or it whistles like a beer bottle left out on the patio. Just so you all know, after my second child tore me from the back of my neck up to my belly button, I looked at Dr. Barry Brock from Cedars-Sinai and I said, here's a 20. Put in an extra stitch. And I swear to you, my doctor from between my legs, holding my placenta, looks at me and goes, oh. He gave me the point. So anyway, so I go out with the guy the next day. Now, we're going to meet down at this club on Melrose. Now, when I get there, it's not like a regular bar like I'd hoped it to be. Like, nobody's wearing their Old Navy flip-flops or their Target t-shirt. It's like a club, like Jay-Z is playing. So I walk in, and it's been a really long time since I've been to a club, people. Suddenly I'm like 14 with blue eyeshadow, Gloria Vanderbilt pants, heavy perm. I was gonna do this, so I walk in, and I did the walk like when you're really drunk, but you're trying to walk like you're not. And you just did like the fake barf at the bathroom, but then you have to get back to the table of your friends. I was all... And I think I threw in a pageant for the bartender. I was like... I found the seat at the bar, I sit down, and which I thought was my lucky day because the bar was packed. And then I get my little gin and tonic, and I'm, you know, rocking out, doing my Molly Ringwald. I think I air guitared too. And I realized then why the seat is empty, because the 22-year-old wasted couple next to me is dry humping up against the stool. And I've become this unwilling third party. I'm getting nudged every time he takes a thrust. It was like Coco in Fame. I was like... But then the guy gets there, we totally hit it off, and after 5 Jack and Cokes, we're the 30-something couple making out against the bar. Nobody was looking at us, though, because it was like a scene from Cocoon. I don't drink Jack and Coke anymore. Love me a little bit sometimes. Because the last time I was that wasted, I ended up with some guy I just met up against my minivan, and I don't know what happened. But suddenly there was a finger in my hiney hole. And I looked at him and I said, no! And then I kept making out with him, and then before I knew it, somehow or another, my finger was in his hiney hole. He was very strong. I was very violated, so I kicked him off and I drove home, like this. Staring at it, listening in the lights. Got home, opened my apartment, brushed my teeth. No, I washed my hands. Disgusting. I wish I had a penis. This is my new bit, people, so bring it up. How's everybody doing tonight? All right. So I wish I had a penis. Is a penis awesome, guys, or what? Dude, being a girl, it takes every effort in the world to feel anything. And guys, you merely brush by them with your purse and a frenzy happens. Don't get me wrong, I don't have penis envy or anything. I just think that if I had a penis for a day, I would put my penis in anything I could. I would carve a hole in a wall. I would warm a sock. I would put it in anything. I'd walk by a trash can. I'd be like, I wonder how this feels. Yep, that feels good too. And I realized that that's why God made me a girl, because I would be the worst male on earth. I would lie, I would cheat, I had no morals towards women. If I was getting a blowjob, I'd be like, what? Oh, baby, that's a freckle. What? Freckles pus and bleed sometimes. That's ever right!
Garvin, give it up some more.